All right, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
All right, I'm sitting here with Zach. How you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
Just want to give me a little history about yourself.
So my name is Zachary Airgood. I'm 22 years old. I was born in Montgomery County, originally from Lansdale, PA. Father is deceased. Mother is on the streets in an abusive relationship. Me was in a foster care / DHS setting for almost 18, 19 years.
So you were in foster care for that long?
Yeah, I was in basically my whole entire life until I was 18, where I could max out.
Okay.
And basically the system said, all right, you're old enough.
Yeah, they kind of just throw you to the streets.
Well, not throw you to the streets, but it's either you work with us or you go against us.
Oh, okay. So there are programs if you wanted to like stay there and still
well, basically what they do is once you're 18, they have a transfer program which they'll hold you till you're 21 and then find you independent living and resources like that. Me just being hard-headed, knowing my mom, knowing the shit like that, being in the system too long, I said, fuck it, I want to go home.
Sure, I get it.
Was in a very abusive home. Father in and out of picture due to dope.
He was a heroin addict?
Yeah, my father was a heroin addict ever since I grew up, so in and out of the picture. When he was healthy, see me. When he wasn't healthy, he'll be calling me and at least checking up on me.
Yeah.
A lot of people call my dad a junkie, but at the end of the day, he never had a father to teach him how to be a father.
Sure.
So what I say with my dad is that he tried his damn best, or his, good as much as he can, to do his father duties.
Sure. And you say he did pass away?
Yeah, my father.
Was it from an overdose?
Yeah, it was from an overdose. He just died in 2019.
Now, was that with fentanyl, do you know, or was it with regular heroin? Are you even sure?
I don't even know. I just know my father was doing heroin / fentanyl.
Well, the reason I asked, I told you before I started this video that I stopped here right before fentanyl started. So I just like to find out. And you don't do any opiates, right?
No, what happened was I used to pop Percocets back in the day.
Okay.
So I overdosed 3-4 times myself off of Percocets.
Now, on regular Percocets, were they
they're pressed
Okay.
fentanyl Percocets. And every experience I had was an eye-opener in a different way.
Okay.
First time I did it, basically had no feeling in my legs. Came home to my mom, and my first overdose was when I was 19, 20 years old from Percocets. When your mom has to bathe you, when your mom has to shower you, it kind of brings your level down to damn, And after that, second time I overdosed, I ended up waking up in Jefferson Hospital downtown.
Okay.
With owing drug dealer money and waking up to what the hell, drugs missing and all that, scared for my life.
Yeah, that is pretty scary when you wake up from when you wake up from that, and you don't know where you're at. And
I don't know if they Narcan me, but it was just waking up in the hospital, what the hell happened? And then knowing that in the back of your head with the owing drug people money.
Yeah, that's the scary part, when you got to come back out in the street knowing you don't have any money to pay them back, and you still have a habit.
It was a fear.
Yeah.
And basically, what started me smoking crack, cocaine.
Now that's your only thing you do?
Yeah, that's the only drug I touch right now.
Okay.
In my head, I tell a lot of people, would you rather see me in an obituary from a fake overdose, because it's fake perks?
Yeah.
Or would you rather at least see me still standing on these streets?
Sure.
Yeah, I might be burnt out, I might be chasing this drug, but I'm still here. Sure. So you can still physically touch me, you can still mentally touch me, you can still spiritually touch me, but you're not seeing your son or your
still
loved
alive.
Yeah.
But now, how often are you seeing? Hold on one second. I'll be down there to see you guys in a little bit. All right? You down there? All right, cool. Now, how often are you running into where the crack you're doing might be cut with fentanyl? Because we hear that a lot down here.
I had just the other day one crazy experience where I thought it was laced with fentanyl, to where the point was I got on the train and thought people were coming after me, trying to kill me. Thought people were in my mom's house, and it basically had me a schiz attack.
Okay.
And that was my only time with crack cocaine that I thought that it was laced with fentanyl.
Okay.
I never had an experience near death with crack cocaine where I
overdosed. Never fell asleep or
never fell out, never nodded off of crack cocaine, nothing like that. It was just
That's good. I know I get a lot of people saying that they, a couple girls I know died from smoking crack down here.
Yeah.
With the cutting fentanyl into it.
So, which led me to doing the crack also was my mom a couple years ago. She's in a relationship with my stepfather who's in the picture now. They've been together for 19 years. Very abusive relationship both ways, physical, mental, emotional, drug-wise. My mom lost 3 of her kids, 2 DHS, rights were terminated, which caused her to start doing coke, which started her to do crack, which started to do meth. And she owed somebody money and he came running into my house. So when he came running into my house, I was so scared that even though it was my mom's debt, my stepdad's debt, that you put my mom's life at jeopardy.
Yeah.
And then one day I went to one of the guys that I knew from around here, told him the situation, and he just told me to start selling crack.
Right.
So it kind of messed me up to sell crack to my mother.
Right.
But I knew at the same time it was a safe choice. I knew that my mom could come to me and say, hey, I need a hit, I need this, I need that. Yeah. And I'm not going to shoot my mom over money. I'm not going to kill my mom over money. So it hurt me. And also what hurt me to the other side of just not the drug game was I was in school. So my biggest thing was me as a kid, I wanted to come home to say, hey son, how was school? Even though I was skipping class, saying fuck all that, even if it was like, how was your sports? I was big into sports. The things that really intrigued me, I wanted my mom to ask me about. And my mom was more worried about focusing on getting high. Yeah. So little by little, I ended up expanding my drugs of choice. And now, like I said, not too long ago, I know that you can overdose on crack cocaine. Let's say that. All right, it's an absolute fact that you can absolutely overdose on crack cocaine. But with my play and how many times I did it, I feel safe to know that I go to sleep.
Yeah, it's a million times safer.
I know I'm gonna wake up. It's not that chance that I'm taking a risk of doing a bag or doing a pill, and God forbid I might not wake up.
No, I completely agree with you. But how deadly fentanyl is, and you're not using it every day, so you don't have like a tolerance to it. You know, one mess up, one little pill with just a little bit too much,
pinch,
and you're dead.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I love about myself is that as we see in these streets, we got the drug dealers and we got the drug addicts, and that line is very split hard.
Yeah.
So
most of the dealers are actually users now.
But that's true. But what I was saying with that is a lot of the dealers will look at us users as low-level motherfuckers. Like we're worthless.
Yep.
But me being in the experience of me selling drugs and also doing drugs, I could realize that the mental, the physical things of doing dope.
Yeah.
How it comes to physical habit compared to crack where it's a mental habit.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of knowledge.
But I'll be honest with you, I've went through both of those withdrawals. A lot of times that mental withdrawal from crack can be just as intense as the physical.
Yeah.
In a way. You know, don't get me wrong, that physical withdrawal from heroin is, but that mental, when you're like coming down and fiending for crack, you get pretty intense.
It's pretty intense. But, a lot of times people will be like, you do dope, and not look at all the scientific shit behind it.
Yeah.
They just call you junkie. Oh, you coming to me to get a bag for free, or you coming for the short to get a bag, and not realizing that in reality you need this.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, you could die. The sickness is I call dope is like almost alcohol. So we call alcohol liquid dope.
Yeah, well, I completely agree with you like that. People, because alcohol is so readily available and it's socially acceptable, people don't realize how bad of an addiction it is.
Well, I had ended up going to rehab. I went to Keystone Center. I did 22 days.
Right.
And I still came back out here.
Yeah.
But the thing about that I say is that I went to rehab, it still taught me things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I could be an anchor or a crutch to somebody that, even though I'm doing what I'm doing, you're doing what you're doing, it might help, or it might give them the knowledge to help spread the word and just spread the message of what's going on.
Absolutely.
And that's my biggest thing.
It's good that you want to do that.
When I sit out here, I don't do it for the material things in life. I don't sit here and say, oh, I'm going to give you this for this, or I'm doing this for this. I do it for the relationships and bonds that you build out here. Because you never know in a day in life that, like I always say, 4 eyes is better than 2 eyes. Because your view, whoever the person is, might help change my view. And the other way around. Like 4 hands is better than 2 hands. because 4 hands is going to make the job easier and quicker and get it done compared to 2 hands where you're killing yourself and taking a longer, harder time.
Sure.
So I always say, I don't judge. I don't do this for material. I do it for just the relationship and bonds, the people you meet out here. Because you never know when you're going to need a person and need to talk to.
Absolutely.
Just open up to.
Yeah. Now, where are you sleeping at night, if you don't mind me asking? Are you out on the street completely?
Well, I'm not out on the street completely. So I got my mom's house.
Okay.
I also stay in, I don't want to call it a sober living house, even though that's the definition. Because as you see, I'm out here still getting high, and I still got a place to stay. Okay. So I would just call it like a living spot.
Okay. It's just important. It's so much better for you guys to have a bed to sleep in.
And that's the biggest thing I'm blessed for. Knowing that with my habits and all that I sit here and still do that and still got a place to go. Because some people they'll make this. When I came out of before I went into rehab, I made all this a lifestyle. 7 days a week. Just wanting to sit in the trap, get high, make money, and live this.
This is a lifestyle that sucks you in down there, man.
Now what I say is, after I came out of rehab, that lifestyle changed into my habit now. Where I might come out here 1, 2, 3 days a week, stop by, get high, stay out here 3 days straight, but I still go home and take care of the other needs as well. So that's why I compare the lifestyle and the habit.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50, but I know how to switch it over from not making it a whole, put my life to it to the end of the line. And I actually kind of switched up and said, all right, well, I can still do my habit, but still take care of myself and still take care of the things I need. Sure.
Any desire to get clean right now at all? Or you
I've been trying. So I ended up getting on Suboxone maintenance. And it's just, at the end of the day, with everything going on, it's like, I do and I don't.
Yeah.
There's a desire, there's a will in my heart, and I think it's just and I don't even say this right here, but the drug of choice that I have right now with the crack, it meditates me, leaves me in a, state to where I'm floating.
Sure.
And I don't want to say floating in a bad way, where it's like, but right here is like where all my things going on in life growing up, seeing my, baby sister died at 7 years old. I was a man in the house by 7. My sister was 6 months old. I had to wake up and tell my mom that my baby sister died.
Man. It's a lot of trauma you went through.
I've been through a lot of trauma. And this right here is like, I smoke, and when I smoke, it's like, I could open up, I could just sit there and be at an equal state. That's what I say.
Yeah.
A very flat, equal state.
Oh, I get it. So if I see you in the future, can we do follow-up interviews?
Yes, sir.
See how you're doing,
I would love to.
All right. No, I just like to keep in touch with people.
I would love to do that, because you never know. Like I said, everything's with baby steps. So the day we see this interview, or we do this interview, it comes out next week. Let's say 3 months later, I'm having my own job, my own business.
Yeah, I would love to interview you when you're doing good.
Everything changes over time.
Absolutely.
It comes with baby steps, and you can never just automatically assume that you're in Somerset, you're going to stay here forever.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know your future. My future, everybody's future could be bright, it could be different. It's just what you want for yourself and how you approach the situation for yourself.
I just posted one of the first girls I interviewed. I met her. It'll be a year next month. She just posted on Facebook. I helped her get into a rehab and all that. She just had 11 months sober yesterday. So it's only about 2 or 3 people I've helped out, but it's worth it.
That's the thing, like you said. You see 11 years, and it was just that one time.
It was worth it, though.
That one time. So it's just, it depends when it hits home for everybody. It depends when it just...
Everybody's ready at their own time. You'll know when you're ready to get clean. Hopefully, You might never get ready to be clean.
Well, I want to say now, I feel like I'm clean. Even though I'm still smoking crack, like I said, I feel at peace with myself. I don't hate myself. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to drown in my desires or, despair. I feel at peace. I feel like right now, right here, I basically look at it, I'm in the book of I believe in God and all that in the Bible. When basically God I forget the whole story. He basically sent Noah, whoever it was, he wasn't going to let him into the prophet land, but he basically said, I'm going to use you as my mediator. I feel like I'm the mediator between God and these people. I want to help spread joy, help spread hope, spread peace, and spread knowledge.
That's a noble
and just
cause.
basically, God's going to take care of me, but God's helping me take care of these people.
Awesome.
And that's what really warms my heart, is doing it for the people,
That's
not
awesome.
doing it for me.
Awesome. All right. I appreciate you doing this, and we will talk again in the future.
All right.
All right?